Hey everybody, I'm here today with a video of myself cutting down a small tree with an electric chainsaw. Now, I am not a professional and I've only cut down a few trees and they've all been small throughout my life. So this is not really a how-to video because I'm not a pro, like I said, but it's more just a demonstration video showing you what I did. So as you can see, I have my safety gear on, I have my hard hat and my protective goggles, and I'm using an electric chainsaw. Now, I know gas-powered chainsaws are definitely better for this, but I just feel more comfortable with an electric one because I don't do this often, okay? So as you can see, it's a fairly small tree, and I assessed the situation, and what I did is I started off by cutting down the smaller sub-branches from each branch that I was going to cut down. So I'm tackling the one on the top right that you can see right there. I cut down the smaller portion that branches off of it, and what my technique is, because these branches are relatively small, is I like to cut, part way through the branch, and then I usually end up using my hand to pull the branch off. So you can see I cut the branch off part way, and then I just pulled it off with my hand. And I got that part off there, and then, eventually I can cut off that branch that connects to the trunk, okay? Which I already did, and I skipped past it. So now I'm tackling this other branch. Now, it's very important to always know where the branch is going to swing down from. Super, super important. These are relatively small branches, so this is definitely a lot easier to do something of this size. But if you're dealing with a big tree and you're not comfortable, call a professional, okay? So at this point, I realized that I wanted to go get a ladder to get a little bit higher up, and I cut partway through the branch. I'm trying to push it off, but what I realized is that I can do the rest with a handsaw because this was actually the biggest branch on the tree. So I kind of said to myself, once this one comes down, the rest will be a lot easier. So let me just be extra safe and extra controlled with this one. So I just got a little handsaw, and as you saw, I cut it off, and I had an escape route. So it's very important. I knew exactly that I could step back far away from that falling branch, just in case it didn't fall the way that I wanted it to fall. Now we're basically on the last branch over here. It's fairly large, but it's really low to the ground. So I just sort of went and like I said, I used the chainsaw to get most of the way through. And then now we're causing it to fall right there using the handsaw. And then all that's left is basically to tackle the actual trunk of the tree or the stump of the tree. So what I did here is I'm going to put a little notch, just a small notch on one side of the tree. That's the side that I want the tree to fall towards. Now this is a very, very small stump. I'm only 5'7", and you can see like the entire trunk, the entire base of the tree is not even as tall as I am. So it's really small, but you still want to be very careful with the direction that you want it to fall in. If this trunk is bigger, what I've done in the past when I've tackled some larger trees that are just slightly larger than this, is I cut the stump or the trunk into parts. So right now I'm just sort of chiseling out that notch with the chainsaw, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the opposite side, and I'm going to put a straight line through it on the opposite side, which you'll see in a moment, which will cause it to loosen up. So now I'm just pushing it. I had a small line in the back. Now I'm going to use the chainsaw to just sort of cut a bigger line in the back, and then it's going to get to the point where I can just sort of push it over. So I'm just testing it out there. That's my method. But like I said, I am not a professional. This is not I wouldn't even consider this a tutorial. I'm just showing you how I did it. And this is a very, very small tree. Just always keep that in mind. I've done trees that are slightly larger than this, but it just takes a lot more preparation, a lot more work. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. There's the mic drop at the end there. I dropped the helmet and the goggles. Thanks for watching and have a great day.